This time, Republican lawmakers going straight to Secretary of State John Kerry demanding more information about Benghazi. And there's more. Oversight Chair Committee ISA issuing subpoenas for State Department documents. Senator Lindsey Graham joins us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Well, for starters, we've got tonight that Darrell Issa, Congressman, chair of the committee, has sent a letter, this time directly to the Secretary of State, asking for information, saying that the state's withholding documents. Does this have any impact? Does this even move the cause forward to get these documents?
Well, if I were Secretary Kerry, I would cooperate with the committee fully. The only thing we ever learn about Benghazi, the IRS, the AP, is subpoenas, whistleblowers, the media, the Congress just pulling things out like pulling teeth. So the subpoena is designed to get all the documents around who changed the talking points. The 100 emails that were released by the White House lead up to the Saturday meeting. There was a meeting in the White House Saturday before Susan Rice came on the Sunday shows on the 16th of September, where they had a deputies meeting, an interagency meeting with White House personnel present that led to the talking points being changed. Who was in that meeting and what did they talk about? We still have no idea who was in that meeting and how the talking points got changed.
Well, you would think that Secretary of State Kerry would really jump on this for the simple reason is that, he has nothing to do with this, absolutely nothing to do. He became Secretary of State in January, and this is something that's a distraction for his department, and he can sort of just, very quickly put this behind him, get the answers, make everybody happy, at least vis-a-vis the State Department, and move on.
Well, what do we want to know? We want to know how the story of Benghazi got so distorted, how Susan Rice came up with such a bizarre story disconnected with the facts. Why doesn't the White House give us the September 12th memo from Beth Thomas, where she told everybody in the White House and the State Department, I just told the President of Libya this was an al-Qaeda-inspired affiliated group attack on our consulate.
Beth Jones?
Beth Jones. Yeah, why don't we have that? At the end of the day, what do we want to know? We want to know how the story of Benghazi got so distorted. I want to hear from the survivors. I've written Secretary Kerry, I've written the CIA. Please make available to the Congress and the American people those who survived the attack in Benghazi so they can tell us what happened and we can learn from this. We're being stonewalled, and I wish my Democratic colleagues would show a little interest in trying to find out what happened in Benghazi.
Well, the thing that I think has been effective against the Republican Party and Republican members who are looking for this is the fact that they have surrendered 100 pages of emails. But what's often not is is what they haven't surrendered. It's the huge gaps in time. That's what you don't have. And it's like if they want you just to go away, just to give it to you. Now they do say that they've given you 25,000 pages of documents. You've access to it. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know how many pages they're giving us, but 9 months after the attack, have you heard from one survivor? Why don't they make available the people who lived through this debacle called Benghazi? Why don't they tell us who was president of the White House on Saturday and who suggested the talking points be changed? We don't know anything about what the president did that night. Is
there no one you can subpoena in the government and ask them the simple question, who is there, who are the survivors, and then go after the survivors yourself? I mean, can't you use this? I realize you can't in the Senate, but in the House? Yeah,
they could. You could do that. And for the most transparent administration,
why isn't the House doing that? I mean, that would be to me that would be the simple way to get it.
I don't know why the Commander-in-Chief will not share with us the details of his leadership on September the 11th. We know everything he did in the bin Laden raid. We have photos of him watching television, being in control on top of the situation Commander-in-Chief. I don't even know when he went to bed. I'm not going to stop until we hear from the survivors and the President accounts for his leadership before, during, and after.
All right, we have 30 seconds left. Victoria Nuland, who was the spokesperson at the State Department, and sort of you see her name surface a couple times. She has just been nominated for a new job. Do you intend to ask her all these questions that you're not, will you get a chance to, I should say, and will you?
Yes, and I won't be on the committee, but she'll be asked. She suggested that the original talking points by the CIA that said clearly it was a terrorist attack, an al-Qaeda affiliate, and that they had been warned about previous attacks, She pushed back because she didn't want the State Department to be blamed by Congress, she said. But she told me personally she has no idea who changed the talking points. The last time she saw the talking points was on Friday night. They got changed Saturday at the White House. Who was at the White House? What did they talk about? And how did the talking points get changed? That's what I want to know.
Well, Senator, thank you very much. And I suggest you tell your friends on the House side of the Hill to use subpoenas to get someone who knows who are the survivors, and just ask that person under oath and then go after the survivors. That would be the easy way to do it. But
yeah, and Secretary
anyway.
Kerry should make it easier for us all just by volunteering to have these people come forward.
Senator, thank you, sir.
Thank you.